Today, what we're doing is a hair unit inspired by Super Bowl champion Patrick Mahomes. This is exactly how Tommy, the client in the chair, wants his hair to look at the end of this transformation. He's been getting the man weave, the hair unit, for years now, and he actually flew in from LA to come see us to get this done. So first we're going to start, because we weren't sure about how long he wanted the size or what style he wanted to do. So first we're starting with the glue, the adhesive. So the main thing we want to remember when we're putting on this adhesive is less is more. We don't want to put on too much. And we're basically going to coat the top of the head until it is clear. So the adhesive should not be all white and pasty after you apply it. It should pretty much be clear and ready for another coat. Then you see us rolling the hair back directly onto the head, feeling it out, making sure it's stuck to the head. And then we're just going to get to blending. Now this is probably the most important part of the haircut, because when we say these units last you 3 to 6 months, it lasts you 3 to 6 months because the haircut we're producing right here is going to last you that amount of time without, even if it loses some hair, it'll still look good. So you want to be kind of careful. You don't want to overcut it, but you just want to pay attention. And here what I'm looking for really is just density, overall density. You want to make sure the density on the sides matches the density that connects with the top. And me personally, I know a lot of people like razor combs, or they have different methods of doing this. I like using a straight razor blade, or just like this, taking the clipper, pulling the hair out and down, smoothing it down, blending it in. Now again, these hair units, these man weaves, they have 6 inches worth of hair, so there's a lot of hair to cut off. In most cases, you're going to cut more than you keep. So now we're trying to figure out, does he want a mohawk, or what does he want out of this? So I'm just lining up the back to see what it looks like. Again, for this unit specifically, we're not actually cutting too much of his natural hair. We're going to do a fade on the sides to match that Patrick Mahomes look. But we're not really doing the usual skim fade on the side and blending that into the top. So here we go. We're going to get to the fade on the sides. Right here, I'm going open blade just to see how it looks on a scalp. And we're just going to skim fade that bottom part right there. And the rest right now is just blending in. Now for the top, I know what I want this to look like. I know how these hair units react. So, I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can do this, but what I like to do is, with these curls specifically, is I'll stretch them out and then just knock off the top. And I know exactly the look I'm going for. So I know what it's going to shrink back into. The most important thing when you're doing a haircut, or anything with hair period, is you need to know what your finished product's going to look like. If you can't envision your finished style, then you're pretty much going to be, I don't want to say wasting your time, but it's just you're building towards nothing. Versus if you know what you need to look like we have the reference picture, I know how to get to that reference picture with the skills that I have. That's how you get something that both you and the client like. So then we put him under the dryer just to get his hairline to lay down. A lot of times what people have problems with is getting the actual hairline to stay flat on the head and lay down. And even after the hair dryer, we're going to probably have to do a little more to get this hairline to lay down a lot smoother on his forehead. But see, looking at this right now, it's pretty clean. You can't even see the base of the unit. That's the beauty of these hair units, is you look and you see that parting area right there, and it looks like scalp. It looks like scalp. And these units, we can make literally anything. So you notice now this has a lot of some grays in it.
Damps.
And there you go. There you guys go. Here's the after. And this is our Patrick Mahomes finished product. How does it look, guys? Get in the comments. Let us know how you feel about it. I really like it though. I think it came out amazing. A lot of times if you go on YouTube videos, they'll add a little bit of enhancement. I own an enhancement company. I didn't add any enhancement to the after because I wanted you guys to see the final product with no enhancements, just a regular haircut. He got the exact texture he wanted on top. It blends in perfectly. Look at that, guys. It's seamless. You wouldn't be able to tell me where the unit starts and finishes. You would not be able to tell me. Yeah, and there you go. We added a little V in the back. Not too drastic, just enough. And there you guys go, see the blend. So this type of haircut is the type of haircut that is ready to go outside. You take a shower, it's going to look like this when you come out the shower. There's no extras in there that he won't be able to recreate at home. And that's one of the things I really kind of emphasize when I do these units. Because we're starting off with over 100% density in the hair, you have the ability to make the hairline as full and as dark as you want right off the bat. But again, you don't want it too dark where it looks unrealistic. You know what I mean? You don't want it too dark where it looks unrealistic. So what I try to do is just working with 110% density, maybe bring that down a little bit so it looks more realistic in the hairline regions, right? But then all around the head, depending on how dense their hair is. And if you look at his hair from the sides of the back, it's extremely dense. So this unit blended in perfect with what he had. And if he wanted to pull out a curl sponge, he'd be able to. There's the before and after front view. And that, like, even with the grays, it knocks off 20 years off his life. The side-by-side view. I'm really happy with this result. I am very happy with this. Very clean, very natural, ready to go. He might actually look better than Mahomes. Comment down below.
Damps.
My guy Tommy, he's bald. He knows he's bald. But it doesn't stop him from exploring different hairstyles and different looks. He's going to the Super Bowl this year. He booked a flight from LA to MTL on Friday, and he said he has a special request for me. And he needs that Patty Mahomes Super Bowl haircut to kick off his year. So you know what we did? We sourced the hair. Then we sprinkled a little bit of gray into it, spice it up. And ta-da! There you go. That's what we do. You can't tell me he's not ready to turn up. It's always by choice, never by force. Hair by choice. Let's get it.
Damps.